Hello everyone, I'm Paul and today we are solving problem 3379, transformed array. This is easy and here I will show you how to solve it efficiently. We are given a circular array nums. In case you don't know what this is, let's say that this is nums. After the last index we go to index 0 and before index 0 we have the last index. So we need to return an array of the same length where for each element we are storing the value corresponding to the current index plus the current value. Here we are standing at index 0 and the value is 3. 0 plus 3 is 3. So we go to nums at 3, this is index 1, this is index 2, this is index 3. We go here and we need to store this value in this position. Now we are here, the current index is 1 and the value is minus 2. And 1 plus minus 2 is minus 1. So we need to go to nums at minus 1, meaning here. Remember that before index 0 we have the last index. So we are looking at this value and we need to store this in this position. Now we are here, the current index is 2, the value is 1, 2 plus 1 is 3. So we go to nums at 3, meaning here, and we need to store this value in this position. Finally, we are here. The index is 3, the value is 1, the sum here is 4. And remember that the index after the last one is the first one. So index 4 corresponds to this index, which corresponds to this element. So we need to store this here in the last position. So for this input, we just return this array. Now the question is, how can we solve this? Well, when we are here, it's easy. We can take the current index plus the current value, and we know that this is 3, so we go to nums at 3, the value is 1, and we put a 1 here. Now the question is, what if we have something like this? The current index is 1, and if we add minus 2, we get minus 1. So if we have a negative value, how do we know what's the corresponding index in this circular array? The trick here is that we can take this number minus 1 modulo n, where n is the amount of elements in this array. In this case, we have 4 elements, so minus 1 modulo 4 is 3. And by doing this, we know what's the final position in our array. We are looking at index 3 here. So we store this in this position. If we are here, it's easy again. We can take the current index and add the current value. That's how we get 3. So we are looking at this value and we add a 1 here. Now we are here, and if we take the current index plus the current value, the result is 4. So how can we get the right index in this array considering that this is 4 and this is a circular array? Well, we know that here we have 4 elements, so n is 4, meaning we can do 4 modulo 4, and this is 0. So here we are looking at index 0, we are looking at this index, so we need to store this value here. So finally we return this array, and as you can see, the entire trick is to use the modulo operator. This is the most straightforward solution. Time complexity here is big O of n because we are iterating every element in this array, and space complexity is the same because we need to build and return this array for the result. So with this in mind, now let's go with the code. This is a very short code. We can say that n is the length of nums and the result is initially an empty array. And we can iterate every index and value in nums. For this we can use enumerate in Python, and every time we can add to the result nums at the current index plus value. Now remember that this could be out of bounds and this is a circular array. So the entire trick here is to use this modulo n, and finally we can return result. So this is the entire code. Now let's submit this. As you can see, this works and it's very efficient. So if you found this useful, please drop a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.